There we go. Sorry about that. I was running around. I had to plug in my laptop at the last second. I'm ill prepared. Welcome everyone to The Way of the Leaf. Let's see. Here comes the elf in to steal all your bread. Here comes the ogier to chop off your head. That's right. The Way of the Leaf. I'm Brother Dan. Ryan's brother Dan. Ryan will be here shortly, hopeful. But anyways, I'm here to run this thing until he does come. We're here to talk about chapters 22 through 24 of Winterheart, of Robert Jordan's epic fantasy tale, The Wheel of Time. But we're here for the first time reader show. This is episode 152, I believe. And let's get our first time readers into the house. If you let me do it, go. Bam. Bam. I know, I didn't even do music. I suck. Oh, you guys are muted too. Sorry.
We're both muted. Hello.
And I'm still fucking with my camera angle because it's Tuesday.
I hear you. All right, let's turn that music down. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Long time no see.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Everybody.
How are you, Kay?
I'm good. We had sorry Ryan is running late. We have had a couple of things going on with our beautiful daughter, and she had quite a difficult afternoon. So we're both sorry, but he's gonna be here as soon as he can.
Yeah, no sweat.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth? I think I might. I put it on right before you turned this on. I was like,
and did you feel like a chunk on there? Were you like, oh yeah, yeah? You looks good to me. I don't know. I don't see any.
Definitely all over my fingers. It was okay. I gotta. I'm good. Anyways, it's good to see you guys. I'm gonna try to fix the angle too, so don't mind me.
Hey.
All right.
Josh, I like that door's open. It looks like it's Narnia back there. It looks like that's the doorway to another world.
Should be the closet that's open then, but I hear you.
Well,
the
not a wardrobe. What's a wardrobe, guys? Anyway, why? What is it like? Where like Batman? Robin? He was a ward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he Bruce Wayne's ward? So that's like what he would wear if he was going to the Playboy Mansion. Is a wardrobe.
You know what? These are good questions, Dan. I feel like you should do like a history channel of just like bizarre questions that you definitely think about, but you don't feel like anybody else thinks about.
I don't know. Wardrobe. Just dumb.
Why is a shoe called a shoe?
Why is it called a shoe? And why are we shooing flies? Did we used to kick them? Is that how we got rid of flies back in the days? We kicked them with our shoe? The shoe fly don't bother me.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, no one does.
I wish
Anyways,
I did, though.
we're not here to talk about that shit.
I kind of want to do like a history channel like that. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
You want to do it, Josh? Should we just like start one? Ridiculous questions.
I've got my YouTube cup full right now.
You're curious about? You have your hands full? Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm trying to get a show going with everybody right now. So. Don't feel special.
One-offs.
Where do these words come from? We could just do little like 60-second clips. Where do these words come from?
That's true.
Imagine if it had been a garter robe.
Or it could just be called Nothing is Special.
Nothing.
I remember from To Kill a Mockingbird, Boo Radley.
Everything is special.
Boo Radley was asked to break up a chifforobe.
What on earth is a chaperone?
I think it's like a wardrobe, but on feet. I think it's like a self-contained wardrobe, like a I don't know, like a closet on feet. What like a
closet on feet.
Yeah, like a freaking cabinet.
Or like it's just elevated like a claw tub.
Yeah, it has like claw feet, but it's like a little closet. I think it's a chaperone.
Okay, it's like a claw tub, but a claw wardrobe. I gotta fix
a claw wardrobe.
A dresser. Thank you, Roxy. I couldn't freaking figure it
A
out.
fucking dresser? That's what we're trying to say? Oh, wow.
But
You're
you can
funny.
hang shit on it though too. I think.
It's a dresser with doors.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is a wardrobe.
Let's fuck it. Hey, everyone. Let's just fuck it. Guys, chapter 22 is a whole new world.
A whole new one.
We got a map, Josh.
All right.
So I'm gonna isolate you. Can you go ahead and show the map for us?
Ooh, yes, baby.
Damn it. There it goes.
Give it to us, Josh.
All right. So when you look at the map, I drew.
Harder,
It looked to
better.
me like it was a chill dude. I'm gonna
More.
pull up mine now.
Again. Again. Sorry.
because I drew a tiny bit on it. So to me, it looked like it was a chill dude listening on his headphones. So there, I just drew eyes and a mouth, and he's got his headphones. He's like, yeah, he's just like riding the bus. He's
What up, bro? Yeah.
I love you. I love you, Mr. Sterling.
Your mom's
I
a-
miss you.
All right, okay.
Not wrong.
How do I get
goodness.
into this solo stream? Hold on. Reduce that. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, we get a map. We got a guy who is like lo-fi hip hop girl.
Lo-fi.
I don't know. Is it the googly ears on the headphones and stuff? This is a Rand point of view. It's called Out of Thin Air. And I liked the way that this was written actually a bit. The intro to him where he's stalking an Ashaman that he sees. He sees freaking Roshade, Manel Roshade, and he's like, "Oh, that motherfucker! That motherfucker! He's in Farmat Farmatting. Farmatting. You can't channel here, man. You can't
Isn't
do it."
this why they wait, oh yeah, that's right. Never mind.
So that's what the three buildings are that are numbered, right? Are the three way stations?
Well, they have on the map itself.
Yeah.
The map
Oh.
it has the strangers markets as
Oh, those are the numbered spots. Okay.
and they do pay unusual consideration to all three of these markets. They mention them. They mention the female statues, how they're pointing like menacingly, one towards the gate of Tyr, one towards the gate of Camelin. They're like, stay away.
One for the Gatavillion.
And that's where Rand's walking through this market. The first one, it's like the
Jeez.
Amhara, I think it's called.
Amhara, yes.
So farmatting is a little complicated, guys. It is the birthplace of two false dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Our man Raelin Darksbane and Urian Stonebow.
Stoned.
It's described later as like a steady, where you just can't feel anything, and it's these terangriel that they have.
And it cuts off men before it cuts off women.
Mm-hmm. But so yeah, Rand's following this guy, and he's like, "Oh, good. No wonder. I don't care. I'm a sword man. I'm a freaking blade master. I got a heron on my hand. Shit, I can take this dude down." But there's a lot of this town is pretty interesting. Not only can you not channel, but there's also like the
Can't carry
peace.
weapons.
What's that?
Can't carry weapons that are unsheathable.
Right. They like tie it in this like funky ass wire so that you can't draw your weapon. They're like, yeah, go ahead, walk around. We're all safe here. La 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 la. Although there's a bunch of people with scars on their faces for some reason. Anyway. So he follows this guy. He's like, oh fuck. Yeah, all right. We're getting into the shadier part of town where like there's not so many cops. These coppers, the cops never go down these alleys, and this fucking guy went down an alley, and he's like, oh snap, I'm gonna go get him in the alley. He's walking, suddenly he's like, oh shit, I don't hear his footsteps. Oh, boom, battle on the street. But guess what? There's another dude coming by. It's Kisman, man. Kisman comes. He Rand kills Roshade, or what is it? Shit.
Rashid?
Yeah. Kills Roshade, and Kisman takes off because he's like, "Hey, listen, the cops are coming. They're gonna hang us both, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. You go that way, you go my way." And so they leave. Let's talk about that Rand point of view. What about it, Josh? The fight in the alley. It was an ambush, classic ambush.
Let's see. Lews Theron's sure loud and active.
Oh yeah.
So clearly it doesn't require talking to the source for him to be there in Rand's head, which is a question we had long ago. Here he is not able to channel, not able to reach the source, and Lews Theron's like loud and clear.
Yeah. Interesting. It's not in this one yet, but he does actually get dizzy.
Right. He does get dizzy.
And that is, again, not really pertaining to the source, then, we would imagine, if he wasn't channeling.
Whatever his connection is to... What's this fuck, probably? Well, okay, so... If it is Morden that he is connected to because of the crossing of the streams, what does that say about their connection? That it isn't requiring the one power? Could it be the true power? It's interesting to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, we still don't know what exactly is going on, but that's still my theory.
Correct. Correct. We don't know, but Lews Theron has accepted him.
Mm-hmm.
There is something I underlined here. It's because the IEL, apparently a lot of the IEL who flipped out over Rand's announcement
Ended up there as like lifetime Gaishan.
Yeah, and they were, quote, attempting to follow the way of the leaf. Guys, it's easy for you to follow the way of the leaf. You just go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
That's right.
It's done.
Done, baby.
All right, that was a good segue, I thought.
Great. No, that was well executed.
Thank you.
So
it says, suddenly a wave of dizziness hit him, a murky face filling his vision for an instant, and he staggered against a passerby. Taller than Rand himself in bright green livery, falls into an IEO. You destroyed them already, Lews Theron whispered in his head. Now you have someone else to destroy, and not before time. How many will we three kill before the end, I wonder? Rand's all, shut up, he thought. Come on. How do Josh, would it be easy for you to communicate with a voice in your head the way that Rand does? I don't make words in my head like that.
I definitely do. Kay, are you ready to come back in?
Oh.
I'm back. If you can hear me,
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I definitely talk in my head like that already. So I have internal dialogue for sure.
Yeah, but okay. I mean,
wait, what was the question? What were you asking?
Well, so Rand tells it says, shut up, Rand thought fiercely, but cackling derisive laughter answered him. So the what he hears or thinks he hears is one thing, but the way that he is communicating, like I don't know. I'm trying to do it right now.
Well, I totally feel like there was
do it in your head. Everyone just try to just say shut up fiercely in your head.
Just with your face?
No, just your head. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird concept.
What?
I mean, we just gloss it over, but when you try it, I don't know. Besides Josh, who like battles with,
So I wrote,
Voices.
I think I was talking about the same thing that you're talking about, Dan. When I wrote, like it makes me think of like, is it intuition or is intuition like our inner Luz Theron or something? Or is he just like actually like losing his mind? Are we talking about the same thing or no?
Yeah, a bit. So Josh had pointed out that even though Rand is not channeling, he has no access to the one power. Luz is still there.
Oh yeah, right? Yes.
And so this isn't necessarily the power doesn't need to be there for Luz to still be there. And then I completely started talking about shut up in my head. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Go ahead, Josh.
I was just saying, I don't think we have seen that yet, where he hears Luz Theron despite not being able to channel.
I think we heard Luz Theron when he was captured in the box, but he was shielded.
He was shielded, yeah. He was still able to feel the one power.
Yeah.
Feel the source, rather.
Yeah. So I think there is a difference. But okay, I'll ask him when we get to it. There is another thing I underlined is Kisman jerked his own.
Nice.
Okay. All right, good. I need Ryan to do the drink. I don't.
Right.
But yeah, Ren gets jumped in the alley, and almost dies. If he didn't hear the guy walking behind him, he would have gotten dead.
Oh, I liked how this was put. I think we're not even. I don't know if we're right there, but sober, unpretentious clothes.
Yeah.
I love that description. It just, in like 3 words, I felt like I knew exactly the style that this person was. You know, even if you don't know what they're wearing, like you know exactly kind of the feel. I don't know. There's an essence. It was just like it was incredible. Yeah.
I agree with you, Kay. I liked this chapter a lot, and I pointed out, I guess, in the beginning, is that when he is stalking Roshade, but it's like this meandering and we learn a lot about formatting, but not everything. But we get snippets of things and we learn outright things. It's just
like we don't know that he can't channel. We don't know that he can't channel in this part of the chapter, right?
Not here yet, correct.
Yeah.
But he insinuates it by saying, well, yeah, Roshade never worked the sword.
Right.
You know?
Right.
He's like, I can take him. He said,
well, I did wonder why he was like willingly going after 2 men in black when they could sense him the channel, you know. But
I mean, Rand just karate chops him in the throat.
Right.
Throat punch. Throat punch. Ladies, it's a great self-defense. Great self-defense.
True.
Rip at the ears. The ears will come right off if you tug on them hard. Also, rip the cheeks apart. No, the face is very fragile, ladies.
If you tug on them hard, drink.
Tug on them hard, baby.
And then we get to Rayfar Kisman. Rayfar Kisman is a very cool name.
Yep.
And we get information. So we get some.
So apparently, the M'Hail is the one who set up the entire thing of trying to ransack Rand. We didn't know that. We didn't know that until now.
Correct. So it says, kill him, the M'Hail had ordered before sending them to Cairhien, but he had been as displeased that they were found out as that it had failed.
Mm-hmm.
And then kill him, Demodred had commanded later. And then later still, Moradin had said, kill him if you must, but above all, bring everything in his possession to me. That will redeem your previous transgressions. He's like, oh, fuck, yeah. Suddenly he gets poked in the arm. He hears, he belongs to me, whispered. And Kisman's like, what the fuck? I'm bleeding. That sucks. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
so-
My hands are being black. Wait.
Okay, who did you think this is? Did you put the two and two together?
No.
Who has a
Right.
blade that kills instantly?
A braid that kills
A blade.
instantly?
A blade that kills instantly.
Like, jeez. I don't know. A blade that kills instantly? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's a corrupting blade.
Matt had it.
Matt had the blade? The dagger? Oh.
It says, abruptly something stung his right arm, and he stared down in consternation as the bloodstains
That's the
spreading on his
dagger?
throat.
You think he was stabbed by the dagger?
I
It did
think he
not
was-
feel like a deep cut, and no cut purse would have slashed his forearm. And then it says his arm felt swollen to the touch and hot. Suddenly he stared in horror at his right hand, stared as it turned
I
as
did
black
not
and
at all.
bloated as the weak old corpse.
I did not at all put that together. Wow.
Everything
I
was going
shit
dark. His face
myself.
hit something hard, and he knew he had fallen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Nice.
But later in this chapter, we have Sam / Luke that uses poison blades as well.
That's true. Yeah.
Rand is hanging out in the crown of Merida, or he's hanging out in the crown of Merida. Merida was actually the country that Farmatting was the capital of now, but Merida doesn't exist anymore. It's just Farmatting, I guess.
Right.
He's like, Land, sees Land. He's like, Land's like, nod. They go over. He goes over to the women's room. And he's like, wife, just a second, please. I need you, please. And she's like, oh, whisper, titter. Yeah, they all go. Rand's like, yeah, I just got jumped in the alley and we got to get the fuck out. Like, oh, sounds good to me. That's pretty much it. But at the end, he was like, I'll just read it. We are dead men, Luce Theron muttered. Dead men should be quiet in their graves, but they never are. Rand barely heard the voice in his head. Suddenly he knew he did not have to describe Kisman and the others. He could draw them so well that anyone would recognize the faces. Except he had never been able to draw in his life. Luce Theron could, though. This should have frightened him. It should have.
They brought this up a couple times throughout these chapters, and it's so creepy. Like as soon as I read that part, I was just like, ooh, this is getting weird. Like he doesn't know how to draw, but Luce Theron does, so he's then physically able to draw. It's like those weird study cases that you read about with like people with a DID, you know, that have like these identities that are completely different and they have different capabilities. That's so rare. But this is, you know, like obviously a very different form. It's just there's nothing for me to compare it to. It's so I don't know. I just thought it was creepy.
Well, I guess in my head, this I guess addresses whether this is a psychological madness manifestation or not. I mean, if you start to develop schizophrenia, do you suddenly be able to draw better? I don't know.
There are examples of multiple personality disorder, like Kay's talking about, where people literally have different capabilities with different personalities.
Like where they can draw and stuff and play music and all that. Yeah.
So, if I didn't know that, then I would think that this is just, you know, like I don't know what I would think. I guess I would think it was madness no matter what.
Whoa. Sorry.
I still think it's madness. And like a dissociative identity disorder kind of situation.
Right.
Probably. Yeah, I can't diagnose, but if I was to guess.
Well, okay. I guess here's my question then is Rand now has that ability and it's not as Luz.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he is becoming another person that has this talent. He is just absorbing. It sounds like he's absorbing the talent.
It's additive, not a switching.
Right.
It's true. Yeah.
But I wonder if how Luz had split for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Would he have lost that ability then?
Would he have lost that ability? Right. I guess we don't know. But he now can draw super good.
I would
which
imagine
is pretty
that
sexy.
he would have lost the ability. Just the way that things are going between the two of them. If there are two of them, that's such a weird sentence. It's like it's not two of, you know.
So how does Alana feel when Min's love flows through the blonde like a blaze of a noonday sun? Jealous?
Wait, say it again.
How does Alana feel when, quote, love flowed along the bond like the blaze of a noonday sun from Min to Rand? Jealous? Overwhelmed? She's all fucked up, we see in the later chapter.
I don't know.
He passed out when they bonded him.
Well, she's fucked up because because they were fucking like all the time, guy. I mean, seriously, Rand has dark hair now down to his shoulders. He's an artist now. Plays the flute.
Funny.
Come on.
I'm plugging in my other headphones. But I can still hear you.
Okay.
I bet you Rand looks pretty hot with his hair like dark. He's all tall.
Oh, you
His hair's
know
yellow.
it. Does.
Yeah, and everyone has like so hippie hair, and his is like
So hippie.
just to like the shoulders. Perfect.
Chicago Transit Authority hair.
Perfect.
He's so hippie.
I love that band.
There is a drinking allegation. Instead of saving anything, she just stood there fingering. All right, I'm gonna find it on my own. It's gonna be worth it. Nope, wrong one. Oh gosh, I can't. I can't.
Oh.
I know what I can. I can. All right.
Nice.
Let us. What else in this chapter? What else about, or not this chapter? This POV. We'll get into Isam / Luke, but Kisman, or no, rather Rand. He's like, yeah, we got to get the fuck out, and everyone's like, yep, sounds good, no problem. It was like, if you describe these fellas well enough, maybe we can ask questions. And she's like, I can draw. And that was the big takeaway, I think.
Yeah.
Let's jump to Isam. Isam is a trip. Dude is just stepping in and out of Tel'aran'rhiod. It says, quote, he could not use Tel'aran'rhiod the way the Chosen could, but here was where he felt most free. Here he could be who he wanted to be. He chuckled at the thought.
And this is the one who is killing the wolves in the wolf dream.
Mm-hmm. So here he carefully unsheathes 2 poisoned daggers and steps out of the unseen world into the waking. As he did in Luke, it seemed appropriate. He thinks he's stabbing Rand and Min. He says, the pair sleeping in this room will sleep forever, but the man was bald, the women gray. A pity, the man said, and the voice seemed to melt in Luke's ears. He's like, do you want me to try again? He's like, perhaps when I tell you, not before. Remember, not a word of this to anyone. So I guess in my head, Isam that was like an assassination attempt on Rand.
Wait, what?
So Isam is he steps out of the dream, he becomes Luke, and he starts stabbing. It says whipping the daggers. Wait, hold on. The room was dark in the waking world. Mounds of 2 people lying asleep beneath their blankets. Without hesitation, he drove a blade into each. They woke with small cries, but he just kept being stabby. Said with the poison, it was unlikely either would have had the strength to shout. Said he had been given many gifts, but immunity, poison, or any other weapon was not among them.
Oh, right.
And then he says, he studied the face of the woman and the man on the bed, then pitched out at the candle flame and returned the candle to his pocket before stepping back into Tel'aran'rhiod. His patron was of the moment was waiting for him. So yeah.
Go ahead. I'll ask my question after you're done.
So I mean, am I reading that correctly? That this patron was trying to have Rand killed? And that maybe Isam was the one who stabbed the other one?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was fucking Padden Fane.
Okay.
I don't think Isam would say he's mine. That's very much a Padden Fane, Mordeth kind of. Like Mordeth is all obsessed about. And he says he knows that one of the Chosen had decided to punish him. And we know Mordeth is on this whole power trip where he's trying to bring himself above the Chosen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
With the Chosen. Yeah, hey everybody. Hi, all new viewers.
I can't see anything. Hi, Dash. I can only see what you put up on the screen. I cannot see like any of the chat right now because I'm on my iPad again. So.
Oh, okay. No sweat. It says at the end, it really was a pity. He had rather looked forward to killing his nephew and the wench, but if there was time to pass, hunting was always a pleasure. He became Isam.
Okay, so there's a couple of questions here. Did we see Luke kill the Gray Man in the White Tower itself?
What we saw was there was
die in the White Tower. I thought that was done by Lanfear.
This is when the crossbow almost hit.
Was that in the White Tower or in the stone?
In the White Tower, he was.
And then it was the body was laid out on Sheriam's bed. Was it?
Maybe.
I think they walked into and it was. I don't remember, but that was a Gray Man that died, and they saw
Luke who did that, not Lanfear.
That's what it says here.
Well, so remember also during that same time period and continually, they always felt eyes watching them.
This guy's doing something funny where Luke can't even look at him.
Yeah. So it's similar to what Morden was doing when he appeared to the Chosen, to Grendel and what's his fuck? Grendel and one of the other Forsaken. Help me out here.
Wait.
Remember, Moradin appears like having given them the boxes, the transport boxes that they passed on to the Bad Aiel, and he appears to Grendel and I can't remember the other Forsaken's name.
Is it male?
Male.
Gideon?
Samael, yeah. Samael and
Ravine?
Ravine? No, it was...
No, Ravine was dead.
It was Samael and Grendel.
Okay.
Moradin, who we don't know at the time is him, but we postulated, appears to them and he's like impossible to see in a similar way. If I remember correctly.
What is Isam and Luke, though? I mean, what is
why
going on?
Like, this is, what the hell? So, like, basically, he's like one person when he's in Tel'aran'rhiod, and he's another person when he's like in the real world.
But he can become both of them in Tel'aran'rhiod.
Can he? And then like, so time is so different in Tel'aran'rhiod though that he like can like time jump kind of thing.
Well, he does have powers, yeah. What we have we remember. You remember Lord Luke, right?
So
Yeah.
Luke is related to Rand. He's his uncle.
What we know of Luke is that he looked a lot like Lan.
Like Lan, not like Rand.
Like Lan, yeah, he looked a lot like Lan. But lineage up there is weird, man.
Is it Isam who's related to Rand? He says it was a pity. He had rather looked forward to killing his nephew and the wench. He became Isam. No, he says that as Luke. So Luke
Correct.
is Rand's uncle.
Yeah. I get. I mean, if he said, yeah, he says he'd rather look forward to killing his nephew and the wench.
Yeah. You're right. His nephew. Yeah, you're right.
But Isam looks like Lan.
Yeah, I mean, could it have been Lan?
Isam like Lan, like Rand. Thank you, DK Moon. Exactly. Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Yay! Ryan made it.
Hi, Ryan.
I made it. All right,
Ryan.
all right. Let's Matthew McConaughey this bitch.
Ryan, who do you like better, Luke or Isam?
Oh,
Trying to
Well,
hardwire. Sorry.
whichever one looks more like Matthew McConaughey,
That
which is
that was-
Luke. Lord Luke.
yeah,
He's
I guess
really
Luke.
on a Matthew McConaughey kick these days, Ryan.
Lord Luke was a man of the people. He rallied folks. He got people like feeling like confident, and you know, without okay, so this is an esoteric reference, but you know, there was the original Warriors basketball coach.
Oh my God, you have an esoteric reference?
Oh, what,
My
Don
God.
Nelson?
Yeah, Mark Jackson.
Oh.
He started the Splash Brothers. He was the first person to say that Steph and Clay were the best shooting backcourt in the history of the game. Anyways, he got fired. They got Steve Kerr in, and all of a sudden everything was great. Lord Luke was Mark Jackson. He got everyone's kind of going there.
Okay. Okay.
The people thought he was good.
Look,
You know, he
Lord
liked
Luke
going
is
deep.
like
But,
no one's got
you
a
know-
cool cleft in their chin like Lord Luke.
He might be like a good neighbor.
State
State Farm
Farm.
is there.
DK Moon has some thoughts.
All right. I was okay. So first off, blame the question. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Dan started off by asking me.
I asked.
Yeah,
I
I
asked.
like
You
that.
didn't know that there was a right answer, I guess, right?
How's this, people?
Sounds great.
Yay!
You look great. You sound great.
Although I still looks like I'm looking down on you.
Nah, it's all right. We're short
You
puppets.
can see straight up my nose. It's all right. Now Dan and Ryan know how it feels
Yeah, gee.
to be looked down on. These
Right,
guys are
yeah,
so
yeah.
tall.
There is not any more drinking obligations in this chapter for me. Unfortunately.
Wait. A second there.
Almost.
Thanks, Robert Jordan.
Wow. I underlined. I was trying to underline them in different colors, and then I didn't do that. So, ooh. Ooh. Oh, I had a question about Min though. Why is Min's relationship so much stronger? Her bond so much stronger than the other women's?
Well, she's kind of like constantly riding him.
She's so into him. Yeah.
She's constantly sitting on his lap in more ways than one.
I can tell I'm gonna get a solid answer from the puppets.
Mhm.
What was
Well,
your
no. Do you think it has something to do with proximity? If Min is further away, is it still this freaking avalanche of love?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What was your question, Kay? I missed it. I'm sorry. I was reading.
Just why is Min's relationship so much stronger? Why is her bond so much stronger with Rand than with the other women? And specifically, Alana and him, we'll talk about that later on, probably. Like, it's much weaker. And I love the conversation, and we'll go into all that later. But like,
Well, they
but
bonded
this
Min with
they
Rand.
talk about.
They bonded Min with Rand, whereas
Mm.
Avienda and Elaine are bonded as sisters.
Mm.
So Min's bond is only to Rand, whereas Elaine and Avienda are bonded together, and then each of them is bonded to Rand. So she doesn't have the bond in the same way that Elaine and Avienda share each other.
Okay.
And Alana just raped him.
Well,
Bonded.
yes, and we're gonna.
And it's only through the
Get
water
into
bond, which isn't as powerful apparently as
I got
whatever you
notes.
discovered.
Oh, we got some notes.
No, I think Case I say the answer is that Min's perfect.
Min's perfect.
Min's just perfect, and also like she just
Why? What
devised
makes
the-
her perfect?
She devised the master scheme, right? She convinces everyone she has these powers. She tells Rand and that she's always been Polly, and she just concocts this whole narrative, gets Rand to fall in love with 3 different people who she also wants to get with. This is the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
She's behind this. If you're into Game of Thrones, she's fucking Bloodraven.
Yeah, that's,
She's
yeah,
Bloodraven.
that's,
Just
I was
Yeah.
gonna use a
sending
reference
crows
of
and manipulating events.
she's Mistress Doving it.
she has little spiders everywhere.
I'm kidding. I love you. Ryan, can you turn on these lights, or do you not have your thingy with you?
I'll try and do it from a distance.
Okay, if you can.
From a
Just
distance.
wondering if it's all possible. That'd be lovely. All right. Well, yeah, I had that question about Min written down, so I thought I would ask it before we get too much further along.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna get into it because we're not doing chapter 25 tonight after all, and it is explored
right.
a little bit more in that. That's an interesting
Oh,
chapter
okay.
as far as all that.
It is.
So don't
Okay,
spoil it. And then, like
okay,
we're
okay.
dealing with the fucking bullshit of the wind finders.
It's fine. I've got other notes.
Yes,
So-
good.
This Windfinder business is as exciting as like a major league baseball player negotiating his next contract.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it was a little boring for me. I did not really enjoy the next. I don't have very many notes on the next chapter. I don't have like
It's-
anything.
It
written.
sucks because I love CAD. Give me some CADs. I'm
Well,
all
we-
CADs. I'm
Yeah,
all
well,
CADs all the time.
we get a new icon, baby.
All right, wait, let me get right. Hold on there. You always surprise me with that.
Yeah, I like this one.
It's the
Woo! There he is. Look at that handsome guy.
golden hand and sword.
So
So this chapter is
one last
called.
thing before we go on from the previous one.
I'm sorry. Say it once again.
One last thing.
Sure.
Luke thinks to himself, here he could be who he wanted to be in Tel'aran'rhiod. So he can change between both of them in Tel'aran'rhiod.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Now we can go on.
Excellent. Thank you. I remember
Well, and he
reading
also
that, and I
says-
didn't understand that that's what it meant. So thank you, honestly.
It also says stopping beside the bed, he carefully unsheathed the 2 poisoned daggers and stepped out of the unseen world into the waking. As he did, he became Luke. It seemed appropriate.
Right.
As
So
if
he
it's
was-
Oh, as if
He
it's a
has
choice.
Yeah, he's a flipper.
Right.
So how did he become like this? Is he
I'll be
is he
right
like
back.
a hero of the horn? Where like he got reborn
okay.
in a weird way, or
It says he had been given many gifts, but immunity to poison or any other weapon was not among them.
he had been given many gifts. So maybe he was crafted
Did he get a bag of holding, Dan?
the Great Lord.
Hopefully. Then he could throw all the bodies right in the bag of holding.
Yes. That's
Are we
the
pretty sure?
first gift you ever want to get in D&D is the bag of holding.
So he killed 2 Aes Sedai in the Stone of Tyr. Do you remember what it might be referring to? He says the incredulity on their faces when he appeared out of thin air, the horror when they realized he had not come to save them were treasured memories.
Mhm.
That
Oh,
had
is
been
it-
Isam, not him, but the
Not him.
memories were none the less prized for that. Neither of them
I
got
was-
to kill an
I
Aes
was thinking,
Sedai
oh,
very
is it-
often.
What do you think it is, Josh?
What do I think of what?
Who do you think those? Do you remember? Can you piece that together?
The Aes Sedai.
Yeah, the Stone of Tyr.
I don't remember what Aes Sedai died in the Stone of Tyr.
Your mom.
Your mom?
What? Could it be Lanfear Moiraine? All right. I'm not going to answer these stupid questions of yours, Josh.
No, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I guess, yeah, I'm not going to answer it either then. I have a guess. Should I guess? I don't know if I'm right. I won't guess.
You know what? I think Lucius
Oh,
Jr.
yeah?
is right.
I'm going to guess?
Yeah.
I won't guess.
So hang on.
I shan't.
Weren't there some Aes Sedai trapped in one of the rooms that weren't freed by Matt? When Matt came in and saved the girls, were there also Aes Sedai trapped in one of the cells? Oh, oh,
Okay, so I was thinking it was something to do with that situation. I thought it might be like people like protecting the vault outside, like
Right.
guarding the room.
Yeah, but where that prophecy was?
Because I remember seeing we see some Aes Sedai come in and read the troll language, the orc language, that shit's written in blood on the wall, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also... Do you remember what that message was? It was like the daughter of the night. She walks again. Blood feeds
Right.
blood. Listen, but there was also the name Isam
Right.
and Luke, I believe, are both listed in this prophecy.
Okay.
So if Isam / Luke wrote this, what does that mean? If they're writing a prophecy,
Right.
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, he's intentionally mysterious, but this is the most that we've heard about some of his acts.
Right.
And we know that the gray man did die, and I think was laid out on a bed. The keeper, I think, or the novice's, Mr. Novice's bed, or someone's
Right.
bed. And she's like, "Don't tell anyone about this. I'll take care of it." I don't know what the fuck happened. They're like, yeah, I think he tried to kill us, and I don't know. Now he's dead. No, Here's what happened: is they froze the gray man in a weave, and then ran up, and
Okay.
he was freaking dead in the weave. And they
Okay.
were like, "Oh, how'd that happen?"
Right.
Right? Isn't
Right.
that how it happened?
I don't know.
I think that's. I think my brain just worked.
So could these Aes Sedai have been Black Sisters that he killed? Because weren't there a couple of Black Sisters being held in the Stone of Tyr, like Black Aja?
It could be. I can't say for sure. I don't remember.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, but this was a decent chapter. I like this one actually. But now we're getting to Shalon. Ooh la la Shalom. Ooh la la Shalom. It's called To Lose the Sun. And Shalon, as you remember, is the older sister to her boss,
Right.
a drag. And Helene is not a kind boss.
Yep.
Hareen is, I don't know. Hareen's difficult, but that whole hierarchy kind of demands that you have a certain thing, especially when it's about negotiations and respect and
Right.
that sort of thing. They're with Cadsuane and like a shit ton of Aes Sedai. There's like 5 that want to swear fealty. There's like 4 more that want to do that. There's Alana. There's Varen. There's Cadswain. There's the Sea Folk. A couple
And
of
this is
them.
where we see Cadswain use the secret that was passed on to her by the wise ones to make a gateway.
Is that how she found out?
Yeah, she was told by the wise one who she's in like a loose what's the word I'm looking for? Team with?
Or like a runaway? Someone?
No. It's like the one of the super powerful wise ones. Yeah, Aiyo.
Oh, okay.
Wise one.
Oh, wise one. Yeah.
She
That's
shows her the weave, even though she can't do it herself. She demonstrates it for Cadswain.
Okay. Well, apparently Cadswain taught Alana.
Hey, can
I
someone?
don't know.
Okay, thanks.
We're back.
Oh, I don't know if we learned that yet. Shit. Anyways, so Shallan. Shallan has a couple of good drinking allegations we'll get to. I underline a few of them. But they're all about to travel. They're traveling to just outside of Far Manning. The first drinking allegation is made her toes curl?
Yeah,
Sure.
No, that's a physiological
standard. Absolutely cannot not drink.
Thank you, Ryan. I missed you.
Yeah, Cad's the one who makes the weave here.
I'm saying, say that
feel
once
like-
again.
Cadswain is the one who makes and maintains the weave in this chapter. We haven't seen it.
Mm.
Have we mentioned? Have you guys? I know I was late, but did we spend at least 5 minutes talking about Josh's almost chest hair he's showing us?
No, we didn't. I know, Ryan.
Like-
I didn't want to jinx it.
It's such a low cut shirt.
It was like, Ryan, I'm seeing your mustache, I'm seeing your puppet's mustache, and I'm seeing Josh's chest.
And then I'm seeing taco meat.
I feel like
Taco
I feel like mine's
your
too
shoulder.
high up now. What's
Yeah, your
why?
shoulder.
Why?
Your
Why
shoulder
is
just
my shirt so high? I feel like Josh. You make me feel like I'm overdressed. I'm kidding.
All right, I'll show a little chest hair, I guess.
Oh, but guess what? These pants are the funniest thing ever, Josh. I have to tell you a story about these real quick.
Uh-huh.
We went out with Keith,
Uh-huh.
and they're like tan leggings, right? And
Uh-huh.
so many times he just forgot or thought I like wasn't wearing
Wasn't wearing
pants, you know, and he was just like, yeah, it was really funny. The whole night we went through that,
Awesome.
forgetting.
That's nicely colored taco meat, Dan.
Oh,
Taco
that's,
meat.
yeah, I don't really have a touch.
Taco meat.
My chest hair fell. Hareen is pissed. She's just nagging. God damn these bitches. God damn it. Why don't I earn my I have every right to be here. They're not following the bargain. And Shallan is just like, whatever. I'm so and when she's just that's her job though. She can't do any fucking thing else. Another drinking obligation. Ryan, this one is controversial. Let me know.
Are we gonna get canceled?
No. Tight as a wet knot.
Ah,
Hey,
take
Josh?
it.
Josh?
Sure. Well,
Like-
we'll go with you.
Hey, Dan, I got a vasectomy, and I hope that they like tied that fucking vas deferens as tight as a wet knot. So yeah,
I'm pretty sure they'd burn it, Ryan.
Reese shows up right there.
there.
I don't know how Reese knows. She has like a radar whenever Josh
He like
is showing
knows
up.
right when it's gonna happen.
Whenever we may show a little shoulder flap, suddenly it's like Reese just appears.
Boom.
So tight as a wet knot, I stand behind. I think that's a good one. How about this one? Bent over for the deck master starter.
That's good.
Nice.
Bent over for the deck master. I could have just said bent over for the deck master. So let's see. They don't really know much. Hareen, they're like, where are we? Why are we here? They aren't answering. Catswain is a coy. She keeps her cards up close to her chest. Doesn't she?
Wait, last drinking obligation. Sorry.
Talk to me.
A good seat in the saddle?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Sorry, I was like, oh, there it is.
So Catswain is like, she had some rules. Rules were more or less, and we learn them in the next chapter, but the rules are more or less like, all right, you can come with us, but you got to do what we say. If you get invited anywhere, we got to go to, and we're going to see the Dragon Reborn together. We're going to do it, and I'll get to the rules when we get there, but this is, so Hareen hasn't been complaining out loud, but has sure been letting Shallan know that she hates this shit.
I hate that
They
shit.
have a minder, Serene. She's like, Catswain has instructed me to be your attendant. An attendant normally means slave or something. They're like, titter, titter. Oh, you're going to wash my
Titter, titter.
my skivvies after a
Elon Musk pops in. It's X.
She's like, you can tell me where we are and where we're going. And she's like, we're in the hills of Kintara and we're going to Farm Matting. Quote, jerked her mount.
That's
All
my
right.
favorite.
I'll take that. So they get to the city. After 6 hours, they got to the border. Never mind. I was going to do Beastie Boys, but they get to the border, and there's like,
Why, Dan? Because you can, you won't, you don't stop. Is that why you're not doing the BC voice?
all right, listen up, y'all. That was Rand in the alley. And we learned that farm outing they can't channel. You know, once you get to about a mile away, you can't channel. The men can't channel and women can't channel. Shallan's like, yeah, that's probably no big deal. That's fine. She's like, oh my god, it's like, quote, to lose the sun is the chapter title, and that's how she's feeling. She's like,
I imagine
we've
that's
heard
what
that
ED
like whenever women are without it, they're just like, oh, this sucks.
Brother Dan.
Yep.
I imagine this is what ED is like.
Oh, you know what? That's probably not a bad description, Ryan. Huh? I mean, I would know.
I mean, no.
I mean, we're assuming, right? I mean,
No, I've seen
to
shows.
lose the sun, Ryan. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I can't. I mean, like. that was
no,
bad.
and I mean,
No, I can't at all.
no. I mean,
It's like,
you can't just buy those pharmaceuticals in Canada, which is like 40 minutes away from Detroit. Nah.
Are you trying to tell us something, Brother Dan?
No. Did you see my chest hair?
Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, your testosterone
My soul.
level clearly
oh,
bonkers.
no.
Totally poked myself in the eye.
Well, here, quote, she swallowed hard.
Yes.
Okay. Kay is the arbiter. Kay is like Caesar
No,
after
no.
gladiatory
No.
thing. Just like thumbs up. Or thumbs
I am the arbiter.
She never does thumbs
She
down.
doesn't say no to any of them. She loves
She
it.
never does. So good.
She
Let's see,
flinched
so,
and patted his neck.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, Catswain pays for them all to be able to bring their shit in with them. It's a service where they twist this wire around all your sword and scabbard, and then I mean, it's a pretty. I kind of like this service a lot. It's like reminds me of like
Bet you do.
welcome to Tombstone. We don't allow firearms in our city, so if you don't mind, just relieve yourself of your weaponry. We'll keep it here in a nice, safe, cool, dark place. And then when you
Mhm.
leave our little beautiful town, you can take your guns.
Come back and get it again.
But this is a caveat. They're like, or
Oh.
if you got a little gold to spend, we'll put some weird wire around your trigger and your bullets and make sure that you haven't fucked with it. And then you can carry it around looking cool. Well, actually, it's if you drop your weapons off at one gate, you got to leave that gate to
That
get your.
gate,
So
right.
that's kind of the impetus
Wow.
behind. Cat Swain's like, we may need to just bolt somewhere else. So keep your weapons. I'll give them a bag of gold. You got to write down your names.
So
Hareen,
instead,
of course, is like, she gives her whole fucking name. She's like, I am. What is it?
Yes.
Hareen. Hareen offered the titles as well. Hareen Din Togara, 2 wins. Wave Mistress of the Clan Shodine, Ambassador Extraordinaire of the Mistress of the Ships to the outbound.
no, I like it better as
Yeah.
like they give their names as,
Oh.
and I am.
And that dude wrote it all down.
Wave
wrote it all
Rider
down. He's
of,
Okay, I need to
of
write
winning big.
Of course
League.
he did.
smaller, fitted onto 2 lines. Okay, thank you. They
Imagine
He
writing
got it all
checks.
onto one name tag. I can you imagine how many
Brother.
you'd go through? You just keep sticking
Yeah.
them on.
Yeah. Hello, I am. Hello, I am. Hello, I am.
My name is.
And I am.
Yeah. Imagine writing checks for her.
To her or for her?
For her. Like, imagine her being
To-
her
to-
and having to write a
Yeah,
check.
like writing that signature.
No. A
Like in
signature you
kindergarten, you're
create
like,
your
"Hey."
own, but if you write a check to that bitch, like I gotta
Oh,
spell
that
out
would be
her
terrible.
whole name.
Terrible.
Yeah. And she's like,
So it
I
says
Sign it
love
any
this
damn way,
means
please.
They want to know every visitor that comes. This is like when you come into a new country, right? I mean, you fly in.
okay, keep going.
Seatbelt signs off. Thank you for flying. They go. You get your bags. You gotta go through customs. You gotta show your passport. Then you gotta go to border control where they check your bags, right? So this is the same thing. It says, quote, the list of names, it will be distributed to the other 2 bridges, and the men will have to show the wires unbroken, and they will be held until a magistrate determines that no other crime has been committed. It says, they just I don't know. It's a pretty tight system, man. You
You
gotta
know
know who's
what?
coming in. You gotta know who's going. And if you got weapons, you gotta leave them out the door, or we can wrap them in wire. It's all good.
Okay, Dan, you need to like use a spittoon between sentences with that voice. Just please.
You know what? A man like me doesn't spit.
Oh, really?
Okay.
You swallow, right?
I'll swallow.
Oh!
Well, that's what you call a bump, set, and spike.
Nice.
And then it ends with Shalon, fucking being all bummed out about not being able to touch the source. I mean, we learned about formatting. This is the formatting chapter. I mean, that's what the icon was all about, that new icon. And I don't know. I like this. I like the lo-fi country that we have, lo-fi hip-hop country.
I thought it was not really super interesting, but it did remind me of the only note I really have on this chapter is the gentling thing. That was kind of interesting, that part, like that conversation about is that why they can't channel, because you gentled them, and then the tension and the silence between them, that was kind of interesting. But then mostly I thought this chapter made me think of
Can we talk more about the gentling thing? Because I don't feel like I fully understand.
Yeah,
How did-
yeah,
how did
yeah,
you interpret-
totally.
How did you
Totally.
interpret?
Well, I thought when I was reading it that it was more like she was guilty of having gentled these people so that she, or was it I think, I don't know, I was confused still, but I interpreted it as like men who could channel so that she could bond them. I don't
Well,
know.
it's Ashaman though, right? So have the Ashaman been bonded as warders? And what does that mean, and how did that happen, if it did?
Well, why do you draw that conclusion from the idea that the men can't channel, and she thought that they might be gentled?
Well, Shallan says she thinks that one of them was wearing a black coat, but seems to now be a warder for an Aes Sedai.
Okay.
I'm sorry, let me turn my video back on.
No, yeah, much better.
Let's see.
Now we get to see the beautiful top of his beanie. Look at Dan.
Look at the background. Hey, guys, Dan. Okay,
This is
look
my
at
Oscars gown. That
Oscars count?
You're going
Yeah.
sleeveless.
yeah, I
Sleeveless
didn't have a
is
pink though because
No shoulders. No shoulders.
yeah.
Just go
it's
sleeveless.
fair way.
Go.
Dan, I think you need to grow a pair.
Grow a pair of what?
Guys, look at the background of Josh. Look through the door. That's so fake. It's so
I told
fake.
him it's like Narnia.
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
how he
it's
comes
good.
up
It's
with
really
it.
the lighting's great. It's cool, but man, it's so fake.
Let's take him out.
The Windfinders do not believe in gear. Oh, whoa!
Sorry.
Yeah.
I-
The Windfinders do not
was not me.
believe. No, sorry, that was me. That's calling me during my show. How dare you?
Mm. Okay. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, they don't believe in Ogiers. They're like, did the woman
Okay,
really believe in people 5 spans tall who sing to trees? There was something about axes too. Here come the Elfin to steal all your bread. Here come
Axis
the Ogier
2.
to chop off your head.
Axis 2, like an Axis 2 diagnosis.
Yeah.
No, like axes also.
Oh, axes.
There's
Oh,
some
okay.
reds, Alex
Axis.
and Blue. I'm Axis 1, but you're Axis 2.
Stay.
I'm not sure.
We are having such problems in this house,
That's-
apparently.
That's like humor.
What is wrong? What are you doing?
I'm
Ryan?
slowly taking my shirt off in a seductive manner to entice
It's really
Josh.
working.
Keep
It's
going.
working so well.
Yeah.
Okay,
my
so
my thing is too. So anyway,
she was also sure she had seen the very young man who stayed so close to plump Daigen's side wearing an Ashaman's black coat. Surely he could not be a warder, could he? Evan was just a boy. Yet when the woman gazed at him, her usual puffed up pride seemed to swell further.
oh wait.
That had like middle school. That had like middle school teacher like sleeping with the student vibe.
Still working on it.
Not wrong.
Okay, so yeah, my hands are hard to work with, but I'm getting there.
Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
slower.
I know, of course, Reese.
I like this one.
right there. Don't
Ryan just
even
beat
change
himself in a hockey fight.
All right, you guys know the struggle.
And Ryan,
Oh my god.
Ugh.
What? It's so good. Just leave it like that. Yeah,
What?
just like that, baby. Just like
So
that.
if there were Ashaman with them who can't channel, is it only because they're inside the bounds of Far Madding, or did something happen to them beforehand?
Well, it says the
Well-
men they can no longer channel now. Serene murmured,
Oh, right, because they passed the boundary. Okay.
and she says, "Why can they not channel? Have you gentled them?"
Yeah. Okay. So
So
now
that's
now
the
I get it.
thing.
Okay.
That's the thing. It is the location, which is why they can't channel, right?
Right.
But I totally thought that because of the way that she answers that, it sounds like she's guilty. It's so weird the way that that was written. I think.
Well, she says it out loud, kind of unknowingly to herself as they pass the boundary. And I couldn't figure out why she said it out loud, but now it makes sense because they passed the boundary.
I'm gonna have to read it again. I don't know. I feel more confused. I don't know. No, well now there's new information, so now I want to reread it.
I think part of the
We'll see.
I think part of the problem with this chapter is it's like the
It
POV
sucks.
character is not interesting.
Yeah, she sucks. She's not.
She just is like looking around like a librarian, like
Yeah,
like
this chapter.
Oh
following her
yeah.
students, like making sure no one's like stealing books.
Well, she's really
First off,
vague.
I gotta
Sorry.
address this. Luz Jr. Kermit did it
Kermit
better.
did it better.
Oh wow,
Really?
Liz,
Really? You know what? You know what?
Uh-oh.
Robin Williams made jokes better than you.
Oh, right.
That's my
Wow.
answer.
Right,
You
Ryan,
wanna
we don't.
bring
Ryan, when they go low, we go high.
No, Kermit's my
Seriously.
idol. And you use them against me?
Ryan,
Well, he didn't
Alright, no, you're right.
know.
You're right. That was.
Ryan.
It was
Here's
below.
the elfin to steal all your bread. Here
I'm
comes
like-
the ogier to chop off your head.
This is
What do
like
you
a-
have
this-
down there? Not a belt, so buttons. That was below the buttons. Is that a puppet joke?
Below the opening.
It's below. That was below the opening.
Well,
But
so
I don't
Nothing's
know.
wrong
We'll have
with
to workshop
librarians.
that.
No.
No, but I do
Also,
agree.
like,
She is kind of
You
like
know.
very. She's very vague, and I think that's to your point. Why
Librarians
we're
are
a little
fucking hot.
confused. Sometimes.
guys, the funniest thing is when you
Thanks.
watch.
Side
if you're not wearing
note.
glasses, Josh is not.
My favorite librarian meme is from It's a Wonderful Life, right? So George Bailey, he decides, oh, I wish I was never born. Oh, and Clarence is like, you got your wish. And so he's like, where's Mary? Where's Mary? And he's like, she's an old maid. So he runs to the library. She's just locking up. She's a hot wife, right? Like she is a MILF, but here she is locking up, and she like has glasses on, and no one wants to touch her. She's an old maid at like 31 years old. So funny.
That's just sad.
So great. This is what librarians. Yeah, this is the start of the librarian propagandist machine against them.
Mhm.
It's a
So
wonderful period.
anyway,
Yeah. No,
I want.
I'm
I'm kidding.
Oh yeah,
No.
Shout out to all librarians, and I think everybody,
Oh my gosh! I'm never
humans
gonna
on
be
all
able
the
to say what
spectrums
else.
have something sexy about them.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of turning that
true.
prism,
Turn the
true.
knob.
turn
So
all
can we
knobs.
get just one drinking obligation
Tune in
for the like
Tokyo.
15
Oh, yeah, go on.
Please. I
Can
wish
we
I had
get one?
something to drink now.
drinking obligation for like the 15 they gaped in this chapter?
Nice. Yes.
It's like every fucking
Absolutely.
second paragraph.
I know, right?
Let me ask you, Josh and Cabe. There's a one part where Hareen is like they're talking about like the steading ship, right? It says,
Mhm.
quote, inside the steading, you cannot channel, you cannot even feel the true source. No weave made outside can affect what is inside, not that matters. In truth, which does matter, because let's say they try to like just blast a city, it just
Mhm.
dissipates. As soon as the weave gets there, it goes away.
Right.
It says, in truth, here there are two steading, one within the other. The larger affects men, but we will enter the smaller before we reach the bridge. You will not be able to channel in here, Hareen said. Perhaps after we find quarters, you and I can discuss interactions. You read the philosophy? Serene looked startled. The theory of instructions? It is not well thought of these days, yet I've always believed there was much more to learn there. Do we know what she's referring to at all?
No, I don't
Or
think
she's just being a geeky librarian.
being a librarian, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's being referred to there. But I do agree that with the whole librarian type of like just kind of the way that she's like delivering the information is a little bit confusing. And anyways, maybe that's why we're confused on a couple of things. But or maybe she's just being elusive for a reason, and she's just like the little Easter egg planter or something. I don't know. But she says like at some point about the Terangrial, she's like, oh yeah, maybe there's one, maybe there's three. I'm not really sure. And I remember that being like, what the hell is she talking about? She just doesn't know. It's
Right,
just,
is it 1 Sangreal or 3 Terangreal, right?
are those super important? And wouldn't you like definitely know if your entire area was, I don't know, had 3 of them, let alone was like that
no
was
one's allowed
affecting.
to research it because they'd use the 1 power to research it, which they can't use there, right? So they don't know. That's the point. It's something that the Aes Sedai don't know.
Yeah, I find that weird that they don't know.
Well, they can't research it because they can't
You
use
know.
the 1 power.
Oh, because they can't use the 1 power while they're there.
Right.
Well, isn't that a nice little catch-22?
Sure
Do you have
is.
to have the 1 power to make a Terangreal or Sangreal?
A what?
Do you have to use 1 power to make a Sangreal or Terangreal?
To make them?
Yeah.
Yes, presumably. Elaine certainly used it when she made hers.
Didn't they? Yeah, didn't they all? Didn't they all need
Did she
the
use the
1 power?
1 power?
Wait.
Okay.
As far as we know.
What was why wouldn't she have used 1 power?
No, I got it. I'm just
Wait.
I'm getting my powers. crossed.
If a power
Your powers crossed.
but if channeling type of powers don't work in this area, why would a Tangreal work? If it
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, like,
uses power, that same type of like power, right? Like if and
Well, that's something we don't know about, right?
I guess we
That's a good
I guess we
question.
know nothing.
Well, this is a great question.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
Anything
guys.
more in chapter 23?
I'll ask one more next week that you'll all be proud of.
We're like, wow.
Just add it,
I'll
girl.
show my flaps some more, man. There we go.
Look at you.
This chapter 24 is called Among the Councils, and it is Shalon again. Ooh la la Shalon. And they
Ooh, la, 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 la. This is so ridiculous. When I looked at my book, looks so silly.
That's great.
and we so this is we get some Cadswain tea. This is Cadswain's home turf, and apparently she got like the last time she was here wasn't the coolest. Apparently,
20 years ago during that Yale War, yeah.
it was 20 years ago today. Cadswain got kicked out of formatting.
Spain came to formatting to play.
Let me introduce you. We meet the first council, who's kind of like the leader. It says you might say she's the ruler. The other councils, they call her first amongst equals, whatever that's supposed to mean. Yeah, exactly. First amongst equals, my left foot. What do you guys think of formatting itself? We get the cool
Dan, I feel like I think you think you're first amongst us equals.
What does that even mean, Ryan? I'll try not to take offense.
I'm just saying.
Where does that phrase come from? It's British?
What?
First amongst equals. Ooh, I don't know if I've heard it before.
Primus inter pares is a Latin phrase meaning first amongst equals. I think it's British. It's from the Commonwealth. Yeah, the Prime Minister in the UK is described as first amongst equals.
Glenn says it's from the Romans.
That's
So
the
yeah,
Roman-
it is from.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't read the Bible.
Cool.
Yeah, no, first Romans. Right.
Not Galatians.
From Romans 2. 2 Corinthians. That's a Trump joke.
So either way, like they spent a lot of freaking time explaining that this city, you can't channel it, right? Like
What?
Right?
you could try really hard, can't do it. So
Well, let's talk about when someone does that.
Rats.
There is so
no, it's like ED, Dan. It's just like nothing. It's just like
Ryan.
Oh no, I mean that's why I've read that it's just like nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Well, let
nothingness.
me
You're like,
read what I read. It says, "A man just channeled." Varen said suddenly. She had not joined the rest. Do you have many men channeling lately, First Council? And they look down. The formerly clear wedges were now black, and rather than pointing towards the chamber's heart, somehow they had turned in roughly the same direction. One of the women below was on her feet, bending over to study where along the marked collar the thin black wedge was pointing, and the other 2 women were already running. It's like soon the position, it was triangulation. Soon the position where the man in channel would
But you
be.
saw that there were numbers on the dial.
It would be red for a woman, not black. So how does this work? If you cannot feel the one source, how is there channeling nonetheless?
True power.
Prozac.
Prozac. Yeah.
Prozac.
Telon.
Okay, Josh.
Oh,
We got a true power. We got a true power. What else? What do we got? What do we got?
What do you got, kid?
What do you got? What do you got?
What do you think? What do you say?
No,
What do
I
you,
don't know. I don't know.
it is weird. It looks like
Can you go to Teleranriad? Wow.
That's what I just said. I said it's Talonrod, but
But
like
you can only access spirit in Teleranriad. You can't access the other 5.
could you use like an Angriol or
Wait,
something?
wait. What is it? Wait. What are you talking about? You can only access spirit
what?
in
Yeah, you
Teleranriad?
can't access the other elements in Teleranriad, only spirit.
You can't like throw a damn fireball at someone?
Maybe if you go there completely. Maybe like if you enter it with your
Oh.
body. Well, we do see them throw stuff in Teleranriad, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't want to. Yeah, like my memory is that there's been
Yeah, you can only, Luz Jr. agrees, you can only do spirit unless you go there physically.
I'm confused though because they
Okay.
have 3 women just like sitting around watching this thing, right? They're like the monitors. This is their job. They're like TSA.
So
And
maybe you can still weave even if you can't feel the...
yeah, how? I don't understand it.
Oh, okay. DK Moon actually clarifies. Well, sleeping, it's just spirit. When in the TA, you can channel normally. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. So then Yeah.
I love chat. You guys, no one's answering everyone's
Yeah.
thought. Like I
Yeah,
love it.
no.
We gotta let these bastards work it out.
Yeah, there probably is an answer. We're not giving it, and we don't
Yep.
may not know it.
We may or may not know it. That's true.
Oh man, my kid who called me, his bike got stolen.
His what?
What a his bike got stolen.
Oh, no.
God, a big bully steals a bike anymore. God.
All
Fucking
caps.
assholes.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Does he need a ride?
Yeah, let me ask him. Go ahead and talk.
All right, so that you can only channel spirit while asleep. Can you channel spirit while awake? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. All right. So Varen is like, all of you may call me Edwina. Do you guys ever watch the movie, Steve Martin movie with Lily Tomlin called All of Me?
Yes.
Her name was Edwina.
Edwina.
Oh my God.
The guy was like, couldn't understand to put Edwina back in the bowl. Do you remember? Put Edwina back in the bowl.
Wait,
Dan,
this
I
isn't the
can't-
movie where Edwina gets, or like Lily Tomlin gets really, really small?
No, that's the Incredible Shrinking one. It's when she takes over half of Steve Martin. So she's like loose Theroning Steve Martin.
Of course it is. Yeah. He was in
So-
the weirdest movies, and I love him,
It's
but
a
he was
good-
in the weirdest shit.
I can't tell you how many times
Man
I'm
with two
finishing up
brains.
taking a leak, and I think of that scene when he's like, "Well, drink,"
Well, because he went to the
Drink for
dentist or something, right? And he couldn't move his arms. Only she could. She's like, "Do I tap? Is it like that?" Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I have to
pretty-
see. I have to see this now. I have to see this.
And I
Like,
pretend
immediately.
one of my hands is not my own. It's really fun.
So Edwina is like, "Oh yeah, well the dragon." I doubt the dragon's coming, but I mean, you're just gonna have dudes that are channeling in here that's scouting for him. That's pretty
So
weird. Isn't it?
could the channeling have happened outside of Farmatting and the thing still detected it?
It's very. We don't know. I don't
Could
know.
the channeling have happened outside of the border where channeling is allowed or not allowed, and it's still detecting it, pointing at it,
Like a
like a wayfinder, like a compass drawn to the magnetic pole, just
I don't think
outside of
so.
the range of where.
Yeah, like right outside of the range, you might be like, like, oh, on a walk, and you look, and then it's like glowing green somewhere else.
So what the hell is that thing they're looking at that had like black, like viney shit? And she's like, "Well, if it was a woman, it would have been red." What is that? Is that
It's the Tehran Real, right? It's the Tehran
that's
Real
the channeling like
blocker.
meter?
I think so.
So like these stupid people just left that like important information is just being left out in the open for someone like Kazi Baby to get in there and like that's so stupid.
Well, so Varen's kind of weird too here, though. So she's like, Alice, the first council, she says, it's an Asha, man. I expect they cannot trouble us. They are free to enter the cities so long as they obey the law. And Varen's like, oh, the Dragon Reborn has, he has all these armies in Tyr and Ilion and Andor and Kyrian. I'm sure he would have already moved on you if he wanted to, but I wonder you can be so complacent about his Ashaman scouting you.
Basically, she's like, I sting like a butterfly, I float like a bee.
So yeah, maybe they're using like their power vision, like from outside the city, and it's bouncing off the walls, like trying to get in, and they're like, "Oh, they're scouting us."
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what it means.
No, well, shit. Well, I mean, well, okay. Well, yeah. What did you think of that, Josh? Okay, do you remember this scene?
This right
And-
here.
And Cat Swain's like, yeah. She's like, bitch, like, calm down, stop threatening these people. And Varen's like, oh, me? What?
Like, oh,
Threat?
oh,
I just thought it's logically that you guys all should understand that you're gonna die soon. Yeah, no,
looks
what did-
like a startled starling or something.
I
classic
think
Brown
it
shit.
feels very contrived. Like they had rehearsed this. This is what they were whispering about on the way to Farmatting.
Oh, they're going over their lines.
Yeah,
Who wrote them?
Cat
Did
Swain.
they collab or do they just?
Oh yeah, it was co-creation for sure. Co-creation.
Okay. They're like an improv group. That's great.
Oh my god, there are so many drinking obligations.
All right. How about for this chapter, read your drinking obligations as if you're having an asthma attack.
Whoa!
No, then I will have like an anxiety attack or something.
Get a paper bag.
I don't wanna.
That doesn't work, dude. Does it work?
I think it does.
You know, actually, that does work. It helps. It has been known to help.
I can't
on
breathe. Let's
one
restrict
occasion.
oxygen with a
No,
bag.
no. It's not like that. It's because you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide, and it's supposed to calm your
bronchial dilator,
parasympathetic nervous system. Shut
Uh-huh.
up.
So
Anyway.
why?
No, I know.
So why-
Just keeps talking.
Is it like tapping?
See, okay.
No,
You
fuck that. That's
you
just
just
weird.
do- you
That's
just
just
do it.
distracting yourself
And you think
by
people-
memorizing some sort of like weird. What's going on, Dan?
Oh, we lost
No, I'm
Dan.
just looking at
Dan,
ceiling.
come back for the light.
Just looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, that's not. It's nothing like tapping. Tapping's a total fucking myth. I think. For me personally, it's never worked. I think that's just tricking your brain, right? You're like, hey, think about something else for so long that you forget you're having an anxiety attack. I don't know. Stupid.
So
Oh no,
Darren,
you can heal anything. If you had pancreatic cancer, you just tap that shit out.
This,
No,
this
it's all-
conversation
no, yeah.
came from you asking her to read her drinking obligations as is asthmatic, right? I want
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
As an
I was
asthmatic,
trying to figure out how we got to the here.
Why would
yeah.
you do that, Dan? It's Tuesday night. We don't.
Oh my god! Suddenly hard. Hold on. Are you kidding me? Like there are so many. I know I haven't gotten them all. I can't even with there's just only like a couple pages. Okay. All right. Okay.
Uh,
All right. We
How's
are
that?
close.
Yes.
Shalon roused herself.
Okay, that's a good one.
nice.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I thought you were going to end with "We are close," which
No,
then
no.
made me think of like Klingons having sex. We are close. That's just funny.
That doesn't help me.
That's
I
not
don't know.
Klingon Prime.
Okay.
We are close.
Oh, I'm gonna save this other one
No,
because
what am
I
I
don't
thinking about?
think it's appropriate.
Okay, go on.
Okay. He did not gape,
Okay.
which I just thought was funny.
Like I said, there's about 15 of those in this chapter. So
Yeah, you're right. I had that one though. Like he did not.
He did
Okay.
not gape. No,
He did not gape.
that's
In
the unexpected.
dome. Oh,
Oh, sorry. Go on.
do you want to
Sorry,
talk or do you want me or you? What?
My bad. What were you saying?
No. Oh, I was just waiting. Oh, okay. In the dome.
Okay.
yeah,
Tell her I don't have all day.
Okay, that's a good one.
Did not slide. Mm. Did not slide? What? They need lube.
Did not slide.
Did not slide. No? Okay. Shouting for grooms to come.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
All right. That's all I've got for now. I'll
Those
just
are
come
good.
back to- Thanks. Oh, and then suddenly hard
Certainly hard to go.
came out of nowhere.
This chapter ends with Hareen suddenly being like a cool baby sister.
Oh, bobbing his head. Sorry.
oh, nice.
That's a good one.
Anyway.
And so I guess there's clues here, but I don't want to get into it. So yeah, when she says,
Clues about
I'm sorry.
what?
Well, she says she thought she knew now where Jahar was. She just did not know why.
Oh.
Jahar was a Ashaman warder that she had mentioned before, and he wasn't around. So I guess she I don't know what to say. Anyway,
Who says that?
that's
Shalon?
that's what's her name?
Shalon?
Shalon, yeah. So it was the paragraph that says the first council jerked. It's the bottom of 399, top of 400 is where she says she thought she knew where she was. Followed by most of the council, Elise glided away along the balcony. Varen looked suddenly alarmed and uncertain as they gathered her up and swept her along. Shalon did not believe the surprise or unease any more than she had the earlier innocence. She thought she knew now where Jahar was. She just did not know why.
Right.
What? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe
But
because they're leading away.
My stomach just growled so loud.
I think I heard it.
Really? I'm like, oh my god, this thing is like kind of lower. I was wondering. I'm like, oh my
I
god, that
think
was
I did, but it might have
the
just been
loudest growl.
a real loud plane overhead, real fast. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
I'm hungry.
So Varen acts like an imbecile, kind of, and gets taken away to be questioned. Cadsuane smiles, and then Shallan realizes she knows where Jahar is, but doesn't know why. Okay.
At the end, Hareen is like super cool. She's like, "So how you feeling? This place troubles you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm scared, but Wave Mistress, I'm gonna fucking control my fear. I promise." And she says, "Quote: I was afraid of the dark when I was a child, and you never left me alone till the fear passed. I will not leave you alone either, Shalon." And she's like, "What? You just call me Shalon? You don't do that in private or public, like ever."
Okay.
And she said, "Thank you," and she says, "Hareen."
Hareen.
She says, "Perhaps I truly can make a bargain here. Cadsuane has already shifted their ballast, so they ride with a list. You must try to find out why, Shalon, when you get close to her." She says, "I think perhaps Cadsuane meddles the way anyone else breathes, but I will try, Hareen. I will do my best." She said, "You always have, sister. You always will. I know that." And they almost hug. Oh, it's so great. Anyway,
They're all like,
Did they do the buddy
yeah.
hug like a glass?
well, and the whole time, let's also like
We're gonna protect
Shalon
you.
is like, this ship may she may lose her marriage if she doesn't do good well.
Right.
Like if she gets demoted,
Because she was making out with other women, right?
because yes. So that's her whole thing. If you remember, she had innocently told Varen. Varen shared it with Cadsuane. Cadsuane made the suddenly people know. I think Cadsuane knows. Anyways, it's suddenly
They
people
found them chained up together, like Rand tied them up together under the bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So a few of these people know, and she's trying to keep it from her sister, obviously,
Right.
because her sister's the boss, and will take her to HR.
All right. Well, first off, how hot is that tying up two naked ladies?
Right? I know. I was like,
Shout out to Rand for that. But
All the naked ladies that tied up.
there's so many plausible stories that come out of being tied up naked under a bed.
I'm probably tied up in my own.
That doesn't
it's like
mean
how a
that
lot of cousin fucking stories start, I think, probably.
What, wrestling?
You know, you're just like, no, you're just like sent to your room because, your parents are pissed off or just want to do adult things and you have to I don't want to talk about it. No, never mind. It's just
yeah, I was like, oh, yeah. So then the parents tie the children under the bed.
In no way do I know about
Hey
this
there.
firsthand, Carissa says.
Right.
I definitely was just, I don't know, a weird thought. Anyway.
Either way, she's a fun character. Out of all of this.
Is there anything else in
To
chapter
sum up.
24 to bring up?
No, these chapters.
Oh,
It
I feel like
gets-
a lot of
Chapter
shit happened,
25
but it was hard to.
good.
It was I was teasing through like a briar bush to find a berry that's deep inside. It's
Here, I think this part is still in the ones we read. We finally get to the part where where I think the editor maybe read it and was like, there, it's going to be called Winter's Heart. When Rand said, I think it was Rand, right? He needed to drink in winter until he made Winter's Heart seem Sunday noon. Is that not in this chapter?
Yeah, that's great.
No, yeah, he uses Winter's Heart a little bit. He does it also in this early Carathian cycle right in the beginning. It's in the heart of Winter Shell, Winter's Heart be born. He's pretty heavy on that metaphor.
Yeah.
Bug. It's silly. But it is.
I like the way he talks to Min. I like the way Rand interacts with Min. He's just very like gentle with her. I don't know. I like the relationship between them. Whenever I read Min's stuff, I'm like, especially when she's around Rand, I always think it's nice, and it's like a nice break from the crazy, weird other characters that are constantly being introduced that I can never keep track of.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
like so
and-
much going on all the time.
Yeah, that random Min character, that chapter is, yeah, we'll talk about that one way in depth next week, the chapter 25. And that's a fun chapter. I'm trying to figure out. So we are 10. I mean, we are literally like 150 pages away from the end. So I'm thinking
Crazy.
yeah. I want to make this. All right, so we're going to do 4 chapters.
25 through 30 would get us to page 475.
No, 25 through 29.
Yeah, 25 through 29. Yes, sorry. Yes.
So let's do that.
Okay.
And then we'll end the book the next week.
Sounds good.
These chapters are fun, actually, a lot. The final show plan for like a 3-hour talk for sure, because there's a lot
Really?
of chapters. Yeah.
All going on.
The
So good.
final
So-
countdown.
All right, Luz Junior, you do not have toe. I am not religious.
No, Ryan, all you have to do is like punch him a couple times and he just stand there in a desert and you'll be fine. And then it's like, all right, well, cool.
All right,
It's
well,
like Breaking
maybe-
Bad / no, go ahead.
No, okay. Yeah, if I ever see you at a con, I will grab your weenus really hard.
Yes.
You
Ryan
will not
does,
feel it, as
he
is
gra-
the nature of the weenus.
he greets strangers by fondling weenuses.
That's
This
true.
is true. It's very true.
It's true.
All right. Sunday is our tavern talk.
Accurate.
I will
I'm
be
just
traveling. I'm going to be on the road next week, guys, again.
You are a traveling man.
I'm going to be in
You're
Colorado.
traveling Dan.
I know. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll have different environs, and hopefully, I'll have to deal with Wi-Fi and all that bullshit. So, guys, I appreciate your patience a lot, I enjoy traveling. So I'm trying to make it all work. We're trying to make it all work.
Hey,
No, it's awesome.
You do a great job. Honestly, Dan, you're doing amazing. I can barely get my shit to work every Tuesday, and I'm at home. So
I love you saying that.
I think you're doing an amazing job.
We've had, Ryan, good call. Subscribe. We've had people who, some new viewers lately. So go ahead and please make sure that you hit the bell so that you're here each and every time we're talking to you. And make sure you're commenting in chat. We don't always get it, but a lot of times we do. So yeah,
Just
say hello.
Keep
And by
commenting
get
if
it,
we don't.
we mean understand.
Yeah, I just don't comprehend it. It's over my head.
And by understand it, we mean we don't get it. So I'm kidding. I don't.
But
I mean, I'm super serious.
yeah, let's.
I love
finish
it when
this
I
fucking
kidding
book.
about my
We're
own
gonna
jokes.
finish this fucking book before April.
do
We're gonna
it.
finish this book before April, guys. Let's do it.
I'm ready. So ready.
This is
How does-
exciting.
To Jordan Con. When's
It's April.
Yeah,
April
so
20th.
we'll be
We're
like
ready.
after Jordan Con, we'll pick up the next book.
Bye.
Ah.
You guys.
We
have
are.
After Jordan Con, we'll pick up the next book. Is that the plan? Do we not want to try to talk about it there?
Well, no, that's good. That's the great point. This is almost like we timed it perfectly. Hey, we'll talk offline, everyone. If
Love
have-
you.
Oh,
See you at church.